It'll be fine, right? Right. All right. Yo, welcome back, RaptorPack. It is me, RaptorG, as usual. And backed by popular demand, aka one person, is the Cass High School Marching Band. I have not seen this show. I have basically avoided watching it until now so that I could get a great reaction to it. The show itself is called Neon Dystopia. I have no idea what to expect. I'm expecting good things. Because unlike some people, I actually know that the people in this band are incredibly talented. They are very talented and they work night and day just to perform shows like this. Like, this is the pinnacle of their life. No, that just sounds depressing. They work so hard to perform the best they possibly can, which is more than I can say about what I did when I was a part of this band. They work so hard, and if I pick on them in any case, it's just because I am a jerk. So there you go. But yeah, enough stalling. Let's just get right into this. This looks like fun. All right, I'm ready to have some fun. Are you ready to have some fun?
You better be.
Our world has fallen. You have now entered our neon utopia.
Okay, so So I'm seeing that they're not. What am I looking? I'm sorry, I got distracted by this setup. So we got like instruments on the ground. We got like the big tuba looking things on the ground. We got platforms, lots of platforms. I like this setup here that the pit's got going on. Just so if you haven't seen my last video where I reacted to all of the other marching band, Cass High School marching band things that I was in, and also one that I wasn't. I have a whole video on that. It will be at the end of this one, as long as there will also be a card, so that you can just click on it. I recommend watching that video. But if you haven't seen that video, I was in the Cass High School marching band, which is the whole reason why I'm doing this. So, and I was in the pit. And we were kind of known for doing like these weird setups. I don't know if we were known for it, but it was definitely a thing we did. We did start like in the front area at first, and then we moved like into the field, and now this whole setup, which they did for their last show, and I actually really do like it. And I see they took my criticism from the last video, which is they don't start off underneath their boards anymore.
Wrong!
Oh, well, it looks like maybe I spoke a little too soon. Oh my gosh. I wanted to apologize for that. I don't know why. I just held on to that so much in that video. Ooh, nice dissolve. Ooh. So before we actually get into that, I'm going to pause this a lot. So if you don't want pauses, then go and watch the actual video, which I will link in the description of this video. So even if you like the pauses, you should go to that video and support the Cass High School Marching Band because they definitely deserve it. I don't know if it's just my headphones that are bad or anyway, first notes. Okay, I'm sorry. That sounded pretty good. That sounded really good. That when they turned around. Oh, that just made me laugh. I'm sorry. That was good though. That was really good. And you know that they were just in like the brass room or one of the other rooms off to the side practicing that for like days on end. I know that I could probably go in there like in the early morning and just hear those two practicing in a room for like the next like 3 hours or something, and they were probably there for 3 hours before that because that is the kind of mindset this band has, and which is good obviously for the band, but that was definitely not my mindset. My mindset when I was in high school was you leave school at school, all right? I was never getting there early. I was barely ever staying there late if there wasn't a practice, and I would never go into the band room if I didn't have to be there, which you can say is a bad mindset to have when you're in band and that's your one thing that you're doing. But yeah, I probably could have done better. I was pretty good too. So just imagine if I had actually tried what I would have achieved. But I was not going to give extra efforts. Come on. I was a teenager. I'm not going to give effort. I say that like I give effort now. Anyway.
High School's program is entitled Neon Dystopia and features Separate Ways by Journey, Symphony in B Flat by Paul Hindemith, Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day.
So I can see that they didn't let the introductions happen because now they're doing the introductions of the Cass High School marching band before just as they're playing, which I guess it's fine. I would prefer not to have just some guy talking while I'm trying to play, but you guys do you. Also, yes, Pitts.
Is entitled Neon Dystopia and features Separate Ways by
You
Journey,
can't see me right now, but
Symphony in
I'm
B
dancing.
Flat.
Oh yeah, that. Obviously you can't hear it over the guy talking, but it's pretty good. That's really good. I'm proud. It's not like they need my approval, but I like that, and that's probably the easiest part of this. The thing is, because of the fact that we don't march, the pit just has harder music than the rest of the band. All right? That is just a fact. And I know this because they told me. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this to the rest of the thing, but I'm doing it anyway. That our music was made specifically to be harder than everybody else's because of the fact we weren't marching. Which makes sense. You gotta get us to do something. We're just kind of standing there off to the side, like, and not everybody's going to be watching us, so we better have some pretty good music. That's why there are parts of these shows where it's just Pit, and the entire band is just like dancing or something.
Nicholas Moser,
I'm
Charlotte
ready for the
Rankins,
hit.
and the Cats.
There you go. And Miller. Oh yeah. I really wish that we could listen to this from a better headphones. Because that I am sure sounded really good. I can tell that sounded good with the funky headphones. I didn't even see what the not pit, but these guys are doing. The flag people were doing in the back. I don't know what it takes to be like those flag people back there, but like, yeah, that's pretty. They're pretty good. Everybody's working so hard. Look at these uniforms, man. Wow. All right. Now I really wish that I was listening to this through something that could actually show me how good that was, because that was good. I can't tell if it's my headphones or the look is on point. I mean, look at these uniforms that they have going on. These uniforms, because I learned immediately after I left that they were going to have a new type of uniform for every show. So all of this fun stuff is happening as soon as I leave. How about that? If I had to have one complaint about this show so far, it's that It's called Neon Dystopia, right? But I don't see a lot of neon lights. Maybe they have more later. I would like to have a bit more actual neon lights instead of tarps with neon lights on them. But that's just me. Maybe they didn't want to deal with neon lights. But I feel like that they could have added like some of those LED Christmas lights or something, onto these little pieces in the background. Added some like neon light fixtures surround like in between the gray part and the black part of these little cart things that they're using. Maybe even just put some lights on the pit over here, like on some of those marimbas there. It's just a little something to really bring on the neon. But other than that, so far this is looking great. Oh yeah, yeah. Pit cam. Do more pit cam. Maybe I just need to turn this up a little bit. Oh, whoops. What I do?
Especially with
Ah,
Valentine's
what
Day
happened?
coming.
Okay. Okay, that was really good. What was that? That was amazing. That was all together. Dang, good job. What, Woodwinds? Yeah, good job, Woodwinds. That was actually kind of nice. You know, though, that took them a while. Like, that they had to rehearse that particular section like 30 times in one practice just so that they could get it right. But whatever they did obviously worked because that was clean. I have no problems with that. That was all together. Something like that would have taken me like years to master. Or no, they don't have years, obviously. Ooh. All right then. You see, now that was also very clean. That was a lot cleaner than when I was there. All right. When I was there, obviously I was the one holding everybody back. But like, because they were practicing like night and day. They had marimbas at home. They were doing all this stuff, and I was just sitting at home, dreading the idea of bringing homework home. Like that's what I was doing. I was sitting at home crying over pens. What are you doing in my swamp? Alright. I don't know how it's possible that they just keep getting better every time I see them. Oh. Now those are some nice uniforms for the color guard. I forgot the name of that earlier. But those are some nice uniforms for the color guard. I remember. Oh, now that was clean. Nice not being too loud and everything, making sure everybody else gets their moments. Alright. You can see in the background. Obviously, I shouldn't be paying attention to the background, but you can see in the background that that's the other band leaving. I can't tell if they're leaving or if they're getting on the field. I'm going to assume they're leaving because that's how we would leave that field. And I've been on this field multiple times. I think that this is just their last performance, and every time is just this place. And I do remember, at least for the last show, that that's the route we took out. and you can see super phones, I think is what they're called. Anyway, I'm going to back up so I can actually pay attention to the performance, but I have ADHD, so we'll see. Maybe it's a good thing that I didn't get these uniforms because they're so flowy that I would get distracted by the flowiness. I still do that with my robes anyway.
None made me.
What did that say?
None made me.
Oh, no, that didn't say what I think I heard. Oh, no. Oh. I don't know what that said. Please, somebody who is in this show and watching this video, and I know that you watch it because it was commented on multiple times, what did that actually say? Because I know what it sounded like, and it did not sound like whatever you said. But if it does come back, then I will listen to it. If somebody does answer, then I will listen to it again, and then I will maybe put a "you're right" short on here or something and shout you out. All right, if you care about that. Ooh. All right, Drumline. Ooh. This is how the kids say a bop.
Oh! Ew!
I just gave myself second-degree cringe right there, so. Alright. What are they doing back there? Because they're focusing on these guys, but I'm wondering what's going on in this corner back here. Okay, that's just something that happened, I guess. Okay, once again, woodwind section. Get it. Okay. Those runs are the most difficult thing ever. Okay, because you got to do it in time, and it's very difficult to do it in time. I remember multiple times they had to dumb down the runs for me because I just wasn't getting it. Even though I was a senior, and they still had to dumb down the runs for me because I wasn't getting it. And I barely got the dumbed down ones. Like, oh my gosh. Talk about dumbed down. The dumbed down version was smarter than me.
We are not constrained by the authority they proclaim. We must break free.
Oh, no, that's just beautiful. Oh, did they have like the entire band doing it? Wait a minute, let me see this. Yeah, they do! Oh, that's cool! Yeah, they actually have got the chandelier being sung. It's cool. But that's really interesting. I can tell you right now that I would have not been happier to be in the pit, alright, during that. So I wouldn't have to dance around like that because I was just, cringe like that. But yeah, because it all started like with that one guy who was in color guard and band, or at least was interested in both of them. So he did both of them. And now the entire band is dancing like they're in the color guard. That's actually really cool. That is a very cool idea. I haven't seen that before.
This neon dystopia is close to destruction.
Oh
The
no.
city is breaking at every turn, at every junction. Break through the ceiling of this world, so that none may ever again fall torment to its evil and destruction.
I could not understand a thing that guy was saying except for the city is on the brink of destruction, and I'm just sitting here like, what city? Oh, nice. Run away! let me just give you guys an idea here. All right, this idea just popped into my head at the very tail end of the video. That I think that it would be a lot more interesting if somebody was actually singing instead of it being an electrical thing. Like I know you want it to be consistent and you want the band to have something to be consistent with, but you know that there has to be a singer in that band somewhere that could do that. And just an idea for the next show if somebody actually did sing along with the band. I know that that's a lot to ask. This is a high school band, but I feel like that if anybody was to pull it off, it would be the Cass High School Marching Band because they're already timing music with the song that's on there. The that might be a bit more difficult, and that might not be what these guys are here for, but you know that a lot of these people are singing in the back of the bus on the way to these shows. I can tell you right now, every single time we would get back to the school from like a trip of any kind, somebody would be playing that song that goes like, I got a feeling, and I'm high on believing, but you're in love with me. Every single time. It was tradition, and I looked forward to that every single time. Heck, I'd be singing along to it. Because it was so late, everybody was asleep at that point or falling asleep or whatever. So might as well do something to brighten them up or something. It worked. It really worked. It was nice. I liked it. Anyway, let's finish this thing out, shall we? Wait, wait, wait. I like that.
Utopia has fallen.
Oh, I didn't even see. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Look at this. Look at the pit over there. Symbols! Card symbols! Those! Okay. That was really good. You can see everybody down there applauding. Clap band. There, more clapping sound. Wow. That was actually really freaking good. That was a really good show. I don't have a lot of words to say because I'm not like a professional, like, oh, band, notes, let's say more band, big words. I don't know. Band, big words. Well, I'm gonna say big words that it's illegal to say now, like, anti. That was a really good show. There was probably a lot in there that I missed because I was focusing on like the wrong things. I'm not even sure what I was focusing on at the entire time. The band is really good, and I could tell just being a part of the band in the past how much passion these kids have behind what they're doing. Like literally, band is their life. They talk about it throughout the entire day. They make time to go to the band room just to practice because that's how much they care. And I hated that because that's how much I didn't care. I think that the only reason why I didn't like that and despised it at the time, that attitude, was because I didn't have that attitude. And I thought that maybe they were making me look bad, which they were. But they weren't making me look bad. I should rephrase that. I was making myself look bad by not putting in that much effort. And I think if I did it all over again, I would do the exact same thing because I'm just, lazy and can't really imagine myself putting in that much effort into anything except maybe YouTube. We'll see. But I could tell how much passion and effort went into this, and I could feel... Okay, fine. Battery's running low. Anyway, I could feel... Sorry. How much energy and passion was behind every note, and I just wish that I could hear it. So, just a few tiny criticisms, and it mostly just has to deal with like this stuff, like the props that they used. I like the props, I just wish that there was more actual lights, like an illumination, but neon. And that's really my only criticism. I didn't see anything wrong, but at the same time, I wasn't in the show, so I wouldn't know like what was supposed to go right and what was supposed to go, what did go wrong. But in my opinion, this was a really good show, and I only wish that I had seen it in person just to hear that power behind their notes. But from what I did hear, it definitely came through. But anyway. If you liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe, just like you should do to this video. And, listen, I already did this outro once, and when my computer died, the outro messed up severely. So, here I am doing it again, in a happier tone. So, if you want to see something like this again, maybe react to something else, or want to see more of these in the future, or if you just have something else you want me to do entirely, go ahead and put that in the comment section of this video. So, that's all I got for you guys today, so until next time, see you later!